Yeehaw, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is going to be something different for this channel, because this is primarily a Fortnite channel. So we're going to be making something that a lot of people call what ifs. This is going to be a Naruto what if, to be specific. And I know I never had one of those on my channel, but we are going to be making a Naruto what if. So with that being said, I actually am joined by a special guest, one of the best Fortnite YouTubers there is. This is Fortnite Sensei. So, with that being said, he's gonna start talking a little bit now too.
Howdy, y'all. I'm here with my cup of Joe. We're about to get into this damn what if, you best believe me, because we're about to show you a time where this is what we have the best fucking shit here. So if you're trying to go to another what if place, you guys are crazy. You should go and see a doctor for how stupid you might be. So, without further ado, let's get into this damn what if.
Alrighty then. With that being said, let's just get into the what if. Back to my normal voice, because I almost laughed about 30 times trying to make this intro. This is going to be part 1 to What If Naruto Played Fortnite. This is probably only going to be one part, because we probably aren't going to make another one. This is going to have pretty much nothing to do with the actual Naruto, and basically everything is going to change, starting with their technology is going to have to be a hell of a lot more advanced in the original. So we're going to start off with we're going to start off with where Hashirama was giving away the bijou to all of the different villages. So he decides to keep them this time, and all the other villages are like, well, fuck, what are we supposed to do now? We have to get advanced in some way to get powerful. So what do? They start developing technology. And with this developing technology, they eventually would come across something called gaming. And some genius in the Naruto universe would be like, well, fuck, we gotta make some fighting games. And they're like, well, what do we call this fighting game that we're about to make? We'll call it Fortnite. So, with Fortnite being developed inside the Naruto universe, Naruto and the rest of the Leaf Village would actually purchase it. This would be part of the training requirements of becoming ninja, because obviously that's something that would need to happen, and the teams would be assigned just like normal, in 4-person squads with 1 leader, 3 genin. So, Naruto and the rest of Team 7, being Sakura, Kakashi, Sasuke, and Naruto, would go onto the Fortnite battlefield in terms of a squad. And let that being said, that's how this is going to start up.
Basically, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi, they all walk into what would be the room. They are preparing to get ready for what would be the game of their lives.
So as they're preparing, they boot up their P-Box 4. Plugging in their controllers to their P-Box 4, they then proceed to enter the game of Fortnite. As they're entering the game of Fortnite, Naruto looks around. This is the first time he's ever played this because, this is kind of like a ninja mission special game at this point. He's looking around. He's going to be going up against a bunch of other ninja genin and basically people like that. Naruto then enters the battle bus, looking around, looking at different areas that he's heard of by looking it up on the internet, in the interweb. And he remembers something. He remembers something called a mythic, and he remembers there's a person on the map called Madara Uchiha who rests inside the place on the map called the Uchiha Hideout. Naruto realizes he wants to go there and get that mythic. So with that, they jump off, heading down towards the Uchiha Hideout, towards Madara Uchiha.
They're all inside the battle bus. As they're proceeding to, go towards Naruto's location, they notice that Sakura makes a misclick, and she ends up, falling out of the battle bus on her own. Now, seeing as how they're a teammate, or a team, they're forced to jump down with her, otherwise she will end up dying and they'll be docked points. And they don't want that after all. See, it would cause them quite pain in their ass. So, they're forced to go down with her.
It wasn't me. I didn't say inconvenience. Anyway, so With all of them jumping out of the bus, with Sakura being her useless self, she falls out. Obviously, somehow that she opens the window trying to get some air, and she just gets sucked out. Just like, it's Sakura. Let's be honest. She could like some bullshit like that would happen. She gets yeeted out of the bus. With her getting yeeted out of the bus, they all jump down, following after her because she'd die. Kind of like how What If Sensei said. No, sorry, Fortnite Sensei said. And you remember when I said that earlier? I think that was quite comical, not even gonna lie. Anyway, so with all of them following after the bitch, they actually do end up landing thousands of meters away from their actual target destination that Naruto wanted to go to. Everybody seeing the tactical advantage of having such a powerful mythic, they start heading over in that direction, trying to travel the thousands of meters that they still have to go.
They all jump down, or as they are seeing is chests. See, there's quite a few around them, around 3. 2 normal and 1 legendary. Sasuke immediately goes for the legendary, opens it up, and gets what would be an epic assault rifle. This is going to be pretty well. It's going to fit me quite well, wouldn't you say, Naruto? Naruto looks at him with just anguish. Wow, of course you get that. Well, I'm stuck with this gray one, he says. Meanwhile, Kakashi is stuck with just his pickaxe. This is bullshit. All I get is a fucking medkit? Sakura, meanwhile, she has a gold sniper. Why do you get such a good gun, Naruto says. This isn't fair. This leads towards what would be them getting shot at immediately. The builders are coming. No! The builders are coming! Naruto would say. Sakura immediately runs by and Sasuke. Sasuke-kun, please protect me! Sasuke pushes her off. Do it yourself, bitch! As he runs away. She ends up getting shot at. Kakashi, being the absolute sensei he is, rushes in front and takes the shots. Now, since he didn't shield up in time, he ended up being killed right away. Now Sakura is like, Kakashi-sensei! Why didn't you shield up? It leads into them proceeds on to what would be the death of Kakashi.
As they mourn the death of their sensei, they pick up his medkit that he had and begin walking away, with Sakura trailing behind, trying to enjoy the view of Sasuke's rear end. Now she's trying to think of a few words in her head, such as, thighs never lie. She gets basically sniped in the back of the head. And then she starts raging out. That was a gray pistol? I got fucking one-shot by a gray pistol? So with Sakura's view out of the way, after she got one shot by the gray pistol, Naruto and Sasuke turn around. Seeing their deceased friend, they simply walk behind her, and Naruto's like, yay, I finally get a good gun! Because, he gets a golden sniper, and then he starts walking back towards Sasuke, with them finally being only hundreds of meters away from Uchiha hideout, and finally, they'll be able to get that mythic that they've wanted since the beginning of the game. With them entering the Uchiha hideout, Sasuke stops Naruto, saying that, I want to do this alone.
Now Sasuke, being the absolute Chad he is, he rushes forward. He says, Naruto, if you follow, don't you dare, I will kill you in an instant. Now Naruto, being the absolute, fucking he's like, what do you mean you'll kill me? You can't kill me, we're on a team, you fucking retard. What the fuck, dude? And Sasuke's like, I'll kill you in real life, idiot. As he rushes forward, he immediately takes out 2 players. This is easy. This is fool's errands. Honestly, I expected more of a challenge from this. He takes out what would be henchmen. Really? Is this all they have to give me? And suddenly he realizes he's being sniped at. He immediately tries building around him, but he notices he doesn't have the building techniques that they have. He doesn't have the jutsus? What is this? I've never used this feature before. After all, this is only my first time playing. But, since I'm such a prodigy, I was getting so well along in the game. And then he realizes these aren't just normal sniper rifles. They're scoped ARs, and they're gold! And there's one normal sniper rifle. This one seems to be purple. It immediately dings him, 112 damage done to him. His shield has been cracked, as well as him only having around, 78 health left.
With Sasuke's health being so low, he turns to look at his inventory, and then he notices it. He has boogie bombs. He develops the perfect strategy, throwing the boogie bomb at the 3 snipers. They all, get boogied. They can't actually shoot him anymore. Then out of the corner of his eyes, he sees it. The boss, Madara Uchiha, pulling out his epic assault rifle. He starts beaming down Madara, before finally dropping him, taking him out with the final amount of bullets. Then he sees it. The golden mythic as it drops. He picks it up, and immediately he notices it. He notices the immense difference in his power. He turns towards the three snipers, looking at them now. With all of them now finally not having to boogie anymore, they start taking shots at Sasuke, who casually dodges out of the way of all of them. As he slowly walks towards all of the snipers, they eventually run out of ammo. With him being a lot more confident now, he would keep walking forward.
Sasuke immediately attacks what would be the two snipers right in front of him. He kills them immediately using what would be his epic assault rifle. Now that he has such quick reflexes, they're child's play. Now, one of the snipers, he lost all his ammo in his sniper, of course, but he did have a gold revolver. He was saving it for an incident like this. He pulls it out and aims it straight for Sasuke's head, and fires. This leads to about 80 damage, knocking Sasuke straight towards his floor, or straight to the floor. He's been downed. Now Naruto releases a scream in anguish. Sasuke!
As Naruto screams out in anguish, he looks toward his fallen comrade before sprinting towards him. The man, a little bit angry that he didn't, kill Sasuke in one hit, shoots him one more time. With Sasuke's timer running really short now, at about 10 health left, Naruto's still sprinting towards him and the man leaving, realizing that Naruto's going to get to him in time. He runs away, with Naruto sprinting towards Sasuke now. As he sprints towards him, he builds around him as quickly as he possibly can before going down to try to heal him. But as he's going down, he sees the timer hit 1 before Sasuke looks at him and says, "Just take the mythic," before poofing to blue smoke. As he dies, there lays his two weapons, his epic assault rifle and the mythic that he had. As Naruto sees this happen, tears begin to spread down his eyes before he picks up the mythic. And his eyes change into a red, but then they start spinning and they turn to a purple. Now Naruto's eyes become a Rinnegan, something this game has never seen, something this game didn't even know was in its mechanics, something that Naruto, nobody in the entire world knew even existed, the Rinnegan.
Naruto being consumed by the hatred of his fallen comrade. He looks around. This whole place will perish now, Naruto thinks. I'll kill every single player in this world. I will vanquish this deadly world. As he releases all the hidden potential, the unlocked power that has never been seen before, it destroys the entire surface of this game and spreads through the entire interface of the entire, what would be, the Shinobi world. Soon, it all goes back to what would be around 300 years ago. It's all primal again, or primitive technology. And Naruto wakes from what would be, his normal gaming experience to see that everything is smoking. Everything is gone. He no longer has his gaming setup. And suddenly he feels a little relieved. Such stress is taken off his shoulders. But it was a shame. He never truly won.